Ladies and gentlemen, Cowboys Nation, can you believe it? Just when you thought the Dallas Cowboys season couldn't get any more dramatic, trading away a once-in-a-generation talent like Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers, only to flip the script with a blockbuster acquisition of Pro Bowl defensive tackle Quinnen Williams from the New York Jets.
Welcome back to Cowboys Corner, where we're unpacking the blue star magic that's unfolding right now. I'm your host, diving deep into the heart of America's team, and folks, we've got reunions, blockbuster trades, and a blueprint for a Super Bowl run that could echo the glory days of Roger Staubach and that Ice Bowl miracle back in '71. Buckle up, let's roll. First off, let's hit the headlines that have Jerry Jones grinning wider than a Texas sunset. Coming out of their Week 10 bye, that much-needed breather after grinding through a brutal NFC East gauntlet against those pesky Eagles and a giant squad that's always got a chip on their shoulder, the Dallas Cowboys aren't just resting on their laurels. No, sir. They're reshaping, reloading, and reuniting in ways that scream championship pedigree. The big splash. Oh, you bet. At the trade deadline, the Cowboys pulled off a heist that'd make even the craftiest poker player in Vegas jealous. They shipped a 2026 second-round pick and a 2027 first-rounder to the New York Jets for none other than All-Pro defensive tackle Quinnen Williams. Quinnen Williams, the man who's been a nightmare for quarterbacks up in the Big Apple, clogging lanes like rush hour traffic on the turnpike. And get this, they didn't stop there. For the bargain bin price of a 7th-round pick, they snagged Cincinnati Bengals captain and star linebacker Logan Wilson, a tackling machine who's got the leadership chops to rally this defense like Troy Aikman calling audibles in the huddle. But here's the under-the-radar gem that's got me fired up, the kind of move that separates contenders from pretenders. The Cowboys are reuniting with 4th-year running back Malik Davis, bringing him back to the practice squad after a whirlwind week. Davis, that gritty undrafted free agent out of the University of Florida back in 2022, was waived right after the deadline dust settled, sacrificed to clear cap space for these defensive beasts. Ouch, right? But in true Dallas fashion, where loyalty runs deeper than the Red River, they've scooped him right back up. It's like that old Cowboys saying, once a star, always a star. Malik's been grinding on that practice squad since day one, learning behind the legends, waiting for his shot to burst through the line like Emmitt Smith dodging tacklers on his way to 18,000 rushing yards. Remember Emmitt? The bus. This kid Davis has that same fire in his belly. Compact, quick, with vision that could thread a needle in a haystack. He's not just depth. He's insurance in a backfield that's already stacked with talent, ready to spell Rico Dowdle or even push for reps if Zeke Elliott's veteran legs start feeling the miles. Now, let's zoom in for that in-depth breakdown, because as a Cowboys diehard, I live for this stuff. Tactically speaking, these moves are Mike McCarthy's dream come true. Picture this, Quinnen Williams anchoring the middle of that defensive line, partnering with Micah Parsons, who, by the way, is having an MVP-caliber year with 10 sacks already, terrorizing Jalen Hurts like it's personal. Add Logan Wilson at linebacker, sliding in next to Leighton Vander Esch's heir apparent, and suddenly Dallas's front seven isn't just pass rushing, it's a brick wall with fangs. Last season, the Cowboys ranked 7th in points allowed, but against the run? Middling at best. Opponents like Saquon Barkley from those Eagles gouged us for 140 yards a pop. Williams changes that equation overnight. His stats don't lie. 7.5 sacks last year, 45 tackles for loss over his career, and he's only 27. That's prime-time disruption, folks. And Wilson, the guy's a coverage wizard, intercepted 3 passes in Cincy while leading the league in tackles against the run from his position. McCarthy's game plan just got a turbo boost. More 3-man rushes with Parsons free to roam, less predictability, and a secondary led by Darren Bland that can actually breathe without constant double teams. But let's not gloss over the human element here. I caught up with a fictional fireside chat in my mind. Okay, let's call it an exclusive with Malik Davis himself, straight from the practice field. Man, being back in Dallas feels like coming home, he'd say, that Florida drawl kicking in with a grin. I poured my soul into this squad since undrafted day, watching Dak lead comebacks that'd make Hollywood jealous. Getting waived, hurt like stepping on a Lego barefoot. But these coaches, they see the hunger. I'm here to grind, contribute however, special teams, third down sparks, whatever it takes. Cowboys Nation, y'all kept me going with those DMs. Let's run it back. And you know what? That's the Davis I remember from his college days at Florida. Leading rusher as a senior with over 1,000 yards, dodging defenders like he was born with springs in his cleats. Undrafted. That's just the league's way of saying hidden gem. He's got that underdog story that resonates, especially in a city built on reinvention, from oil barons to tech titans. Shifting gears to the historical lens, because nothing pumps me up like connecting dots through time, let's talk legacy. The Cowboys aren't called America's team for nothing. 5 Super Bowl rings, more than anyone east of the Mississippi, with that 90s dynasty under Jimmy Johnson still whispered about like ancient lore. Staubach to Tony Dorsett? Iconic. Now, fast forward to 2025. These trades echo that 92 deadline grab of Charles Haley, the pass rusher who flipped the script on San Francisco and propelled us to three-peat. Statistically, Dallas is mirroring those glory years, top 3 in total offense again, with Dak Prescott flirting with 4,000 passing yards and 30 TDs, CD Lamb hauling in 80 catches like it's a casual Tuesday. But defense wins championships, right? Pre-Williams, we surrendered 22 points a game. Plug him in, and projections from our experts here at Cowboys Corner say we're dipping under 18. Compare that to the Eagles' vaunted front, Hassan Reddick and company, with their 19 allowed. We're nipping at their heels in the NFC East standings, tied at 7-2, with a showdown in Philly next month that could smell like playoffs. Trivia time to keep you locked in. Did you know AT&T Stadium's that massive video board once glitched during a Giants rivalry game in 2010, showing Eagles highlights by mistake? Talk about fueling the fire. Dallas hasn't forgotten, and neither should you. Expert opinions? I've got them lined up like dominoes. Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith texted me, "Okay, in my dreams," he'd say, "these moves remind me of '95, when we added depth without losing soul." Williams is that enforcer we missed. Davis is the spark plug. Mark my words, this defense finishes top 5, and Dak carves up secondaries like Thanksgiving turkey. And the fans? Cowboys Nation is electric on socials. One tweet from a diehard in Frisco, reuniting with Malik? That's Jerry's heart talking. From undrafted to unbreakable, let's go get that 6th ring. Spot on. Seasonal impact. Huge. With 8 games left, these additions shore up injury risks. Remember how DeMarcus Lawrence's absence last year exposed us? And position us for a deep playoff push. Draft capital. Yeah, we mortgaged the future a bit, but in Jones speak, that's all in for Lombardi glory. Predictions. Bold take. Cowboys snag the #1 NFC seed, host a divisional round bloodbath at the Star, and Williams notches a pick-6 in the NFC Championship.